Fans are anxious to hear Joe Alwyn's inside story about what caused his split from Taylor Swift, and he is finally speaking out. The British actor is now disclosing the reasons behind their breakup with the well-known pop star, following years of keeping their relationship incredibly private. Swifties worldwide were shocked to learn of the couple's split earlier this year, as their 6-year romance was among the most talked about in the entertainment industry. Even though they were able to conceal a lot about their relationship, Joe is now disclosing the actual causes of their breakup. Joe is providing fans with a unique look into the difficulties that ultimately resulted in their breakup. From the demands of dating someone as well known as Taylor to the difficulties they encountered behind the scenes. The actor's disclosures, as he considers their time together and his future plans, are sure to generate a lot of discussion among media and fans alike. To ensure you never miss any new videos, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe before we begin. It's completely free and greatly aids us in producing fresh content for your entertainment. Fans are eager for Joe Alwyn to discuss his breakup with Taylor Swift now that he's ready to do so. Joe has opened up in a new interview with the Sunday Times, more than a year after he and the global pop sensation called it quits on their romance. Joe discusses what caused their 6-year romance to end in this open conversation, as well as how he has been managing ever since. In addition, he discusses Taylor's most recent album, The Tortured Poets Department, which has raised rumors that a number of the tracks are about their breakup. Alwyn responded thoughtfully when asked if he had listened to Taylor Swift's album, The Tortured Poets Department. He said, "I would hope that anyone and everyone can empathize," as he considered his words. Although it may not directly address your question, I think it's important for people to recognize the difficulties that accompany ending a long-term, loving, committed relationship that lasts more than 6.5 years. He continued by describing how difficult it has been to navigate the breakup, especially with the additional challenge of public scrutiny. Joe said, "It's a hard thing to handle. The fact that everything is in the public domain and everyone has an opinion on it in less than a week is what makes it even more unusual. Thus, something very real is abruptly placed in an extremely surreal setting." Alwyn claimed that information is then analyzed, conjectured upon, and completely distorted in tabloids, social media, and the press. The truth is that there will always be a discrepancy between what is stated and what is understood when it comes to that final point. I'm at ease with that now. Prior to the start of Taylor's eagerly awaited Iris tour in April 2023, the couple had been together for 6 years. Even though their relationship lasted a long time, they were able to keep the majority of their romance private. Swift did, however, allude to their relationship, and her music mentions of Alwyn can be found as far back as her 2017 album Reputation. Following their breakup, Taylor has been in the news for her high-profile relationship with NFL player Travis Kelce. Joe, on the other hand, has made the decision to go forward with his dating life on the low-key, withholding details from others about his personal life. He told The Times, "I'm sure you can understand why I wouldn't want to just open the door to things like that right now, given the amount of noise and scrutiny about my past relationship." However, he did admit that he was doing pretty well, saying, "I feel fortunate to be in a really great place in my life, both personally and professionally." According to a person close to the pair, it was brought on by personality conflicts that grew more pronounced after years of dating. Similar to when you enter a relationship thinking that you will come to like their awful fashion choices, only to end up throwing their entire ridden van in the garbage. In theory, of course. According to the source who spoke to People, they got along well and fell in love in a safe haven while she was withdrawing from society during Reputation. They were confined together during the pandemic and were able to continue developing their relationship in this safe environment. Outside of that bubble, though, he didn't really know her yet. Joe has found it difficult to deal with Taylor's celebrity and public attention. After spending years together, it's also become more difficult to ignore their personality differences. Their distance has grown. They had always managed to work things out even during their difficult times. The source remarked, "So friends thought they would take some time apart, but eventually come back together," adding that Swift and Alwyn weren't the right match in the end. They were strikingly different, yet ultimately too much of a contrast, like sunlight and midnight rain. Taylor and Joe are currently in very different stages of their lives, an insider told Entertainment Tonight. Although Taylor took the lead in calling it quits, they both eventually realized they weren't quite meant to be together. Despite their strong bond and extended time together, their personalities were simply too dissimilar. Joe's disposition is more reserved, quiet, and introverted, which stands in stark contrast to Taylor's gregarious and lively personality. The same source added, "This makes sense. Considering their romance began during the quieter pandemic days when Taylor's fame wasn't as overwhelmingly visible, they also suggested that Taylor's enormous success contributed to their breakup. However, Joe found it more difficult to deny Taylor's true level of fame as the world began to open again and her star power increased. It was simpler to handle when there were only the two of them, an insider told the Daily Mail. However, as soon as things returned to normal, Taylor's celebrity status increased and their differences became more apparent. It's evident that Joe had a different experience navigating the fame game than others, such as Travis Kelce. It makes sense that Joe, a relatively unknown actor, would find the dynamic difficult. It's understandable to wonder if some of his roles were influenced by his relationship with Taylor Swift, given how quickly he became known as her boyfriend. Taylor, meanwhile, was soaring through the music scene and winning Grammys. It appears that Taylor was prepared for a change based on her remarks regarding her new partnership with Travis Kelce. The incessant need for privacy and the dearth of public expressions of affection didn't satisfy her. She seemed to be pining for some good old-fashioned PDA, maybe a quick kiss in public. He didn't like it, and she deserves someone now who isn't scared to declare their love in public, someone else commented on X. Taylor Swift has consistently given off the impression that she is serious about getting married. Many also questioned whether marriage would be imminent after 6 years of dating. There were rumors circulating about whether Joe was reluctant to make the commitment, or if Taylor was the one who was hesitant. According to an insider, Taylor secretly married in the UK in 2020 or 2021. Tree Payne, Taylor's publicist, swiftly refuted that, labeling the allegations as made-up falsehoods and taking a strong stance against Dumois. It's evident that even though they experienced highs and lows in their relationship, marriage wasn't part of their tale. What is the opinion of our blonde messiah, Taylor Swift? Naturally, she wouldn't just openly talk about her breakup in plain terms. Rather, she is engaging in the ultimate game of guessing games, scattering Easter eggs like candy and leaving it to us to piece everything together. I'm all about figuring out Taylor's hints, forget Wordle. For instance, Taylor altered her setlist significantly on March 31st while on her record-shattering Eras tour. Singing The One, a song about moving on after a breakup, she substituted the song Invisible String, which is commonly thought to be about Joe. Taylor is renowned for adhering to her lists, so this change was undoubtedly deliberate and significant. Then, as a surprise, she performed Death by a Thousand Cuts and Clean as acoustic versions during her Texas show the very next day. Both songs explore themes of heartache and getting over a difficult breakup. Through her music, Taylor seems to be speaking with us directly. To further heighten the mystery, Taylor removed a video from her Instagram account on April 30th in which she explained the inspiration behind the song Lavender Haze, which is off her 2022 album, Midnights. Simple Joe was the inspiration for the song. She's obviously giving us lots of hints to follow, so we need to be careful as we attempt to piece together the true reason for her breakup. So what do you think? Comment down below and let us know. If you liked this video, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to be the first to see my next video. I post updates like this every day where I uncover the secrets of your favorite celebrities.